All right, let's have some fun with it. Kind of got here at complete low tide, but at least we got moving water. Something just that doesn't look right to me. I don't know. Well, let's try it. What's the worst thing that can happen, right? Something just ate my I did catch a fluke, but something bit my jerk shad in half. So there have to be blues here. I'm gonna see what happens. If they keep biting, I might have something else for them. I'm about waist deep right now. Ah, that sucked. It's a little windy too. A little too windy for a 1/8 ounce jig head, but let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, it is a bit windy. So I'm gonna twitch it and let it fall slowly because the wind's taking my line anyway. I just hope there's no blues because I only have 5 gulp jerk shads. Usually 1 is enough for the whole day for me. I already lost 1 on the 3rd cast. But I did catch a fish, so I'm wondering if that fluke just munched it off. I have a heavier jig head that I might have to use here today. I have a 1/4 ounce. I like to keep it light. And for those of you wondering, if you never seen my channel, it's nothing special. If you're wondering about my tackle, I'm using a Jigging World F&S single jig fluke rod, 7.5 footer, light with fast action, super light rod. It's like 4 ounces, I think, if not less. And I'm using for my reel, I'm using the Daiwa Certate 3000. For my main line, I'm using braid, 15 pound, and for my leader, I'm using 12 pound Seaguar fluorocarbon. Beautiful morning here though, look at this. Can't get better than that. Oh, fish. It's another short, I'm sure. Fight's a little better than the last one. Yeah, I let go, which is actually what I prefer. That was not a big fish. That was definitely not a big fish. I'd rather not have to drag them in. Because I think I lifted my last fluke, but the bite's pretty good. I lifted my last fluke, and that was a mistake because it bit off my gulp. That was a $2 mistake. There's fish here today. All right, I got another. Oh, this one's better. This one's better. All right. Still small. I might have to bring this to myself and just let it go. This does not feel big at all. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see how big this thing is. Yeah, tiny. Look at this thing. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. All right, come on, buddy. I'm not. All right, come on. Hold on. All right, we got him off. All right, so the bite is actually really good, and obviously the fish is tiny, but hey, tiny fish better than no fish, baby. I was just talking to the guy who, I just had another bite. Oh yeah, yeah, this is fish all over here. You basically gotta, hopefully I didn't lose my gallop minnow just now. These are tiny fish. You can tell. These are tiny baby fluke. But actually, I can work on my technique a little bit better. Let's see if I should be more gentle with jigging. I want to catch a big one. Ooh. Had another one. Yeah, they're all over here. It's a good thing. And I can cast this thing far, even though it's a little windy. I just gotta manage my line. Yeah, but there's a ton of them right now. I can't get over how pretty this is. I know, my ADHD is going wild right now. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get another fish on this cast. I'm just gonna go slow. Let me go. I just had a bite. I should have probably brought that up. Alright, hold on. It's amazing. The bite is just non-stop. Should have. This is one of those days when you want to bring a kid with you. Yeah, I got another fish. Yeah, I was pretty confident I was going to get a bite. Yeah, no, it's still on. Dude, he just chased it all the way up to me. I don't understand why. I guess I wasn't grabbing it fully. This is actually a great time to practice how I catch my fluke, because oftentimes I don't let it bite down on the thing. This thing chased it all the way up to me. Super aggressive. This is a good spot. I like this. This is so beautiful. I'm actually just gonna let it sit on the bottom. Now I'm a little worried because usually when I come out fluke fishing, I'll just bring one bag of gulp with me. But it seems today, which has, hold on, bites. No. Dude, this has to be tiny fluke playing with my heart. I mean, it's great practice, but I think these fish are just tiny. Alright, this is ridiculous. I can't even hook them. I'm just gonna twitch it up and down. I can't even hook them. I see ospreys all over. I wonder if ospreys eat fluke. Let's see. Let me toss over there. Oh, you gotta love this. You know, one thing I gotta tell you, I know I'm gonna sound like an old man, but if you get into fluke fishing and you do have a decent budget, just buy yourself good gear right away. I wish I've done that right away. I don't know why I was fishing with, I was basically fishing with a broomstick. Or if you don't have money, just get yourself a good but cheap bass rod. Oh boy, there's fish jumping all over around me. Hopefully there's no shark that's gonna bite my leg off. But yeah, if you enjoy fluke fishing and you just getting into it, if you got some money, buy yourself a good setup. Buy yourself a good 2500 to 3000 series reel. Buy yourself a good rod. It doesn't have to be Jigging World, but you'll thank me later. This is a good spot right here. I think I'll be doing this again. But obviously that might just be the fish. I think today would be a better day to use. I'm using a 1/8 ounce jig head, but today is a day where you should use a quarter. I might actually, if my jig head's not sinking properly, I might go and switch to a 1/4 ounce. I have a 1/4 ounce. See, I'm getting bites right away. Just don't want to get my reel wet. It's getting a little windier. I want to see how this goes. With a 1/4 ounce, I'll also be able to cast further. Okay, right next to me, I just caught one. Come on, watch, I'm gonna let it drop and it's gonna eat it. I caught one. Oh, yep, I just ate it. Let it eat it. I'm just gonna let it eat it. I've never done this before. There's a fish right next to me. This is funny. I've never caught fluke 5 feet away from me, but let's try this again. Watch, I'm just gonna cast this. I think this is where they are. It actually chased it and just keeps eating it. There's fluke right next to me, which is hilarious. All right, we're just messing around now, but that's funny. Like that, I've never had that before. It's a ton of juvenile fluke. That's what it is. I'm not even gonna cast it far. I'm just gonna let it drop. Eat my line up. Gonna let it drop slowly. Twitch it again. Raise it. It's pretty funny. Battery is probably, I only have about, I gotta see how much percentage I have. I don't have much. Yeah, I'm at 7% battery. So what I'm gonna do is, if this video just dies, it dies. I'm gonna try to catch one more fish before my camera dies. The only problem is if I do actually catch a keeper in this kind of situation, I have to make sure I don't lose it. Okay, that's fish again. Came off. This is a huge problem I've been having, and it's not the hooks. Maybe it's my technique. I think they just grab onto the tail, don't fully commit to the bite. But and I know that's not a big fish either, but maybe that's because they're small. At least they're not eating my gulp alive in terms of biting the tails off. Oh, this is a good strike. Okay. I think I actually managed to get a hook set on this one. Come on, this is a tiny fluke again. Yeah, that seagull sounds like a freaking person. All right, let's see what we got. Maybe I'll land one just to show it to you. Show you this beautiful sunrise out here. Probably gonna lose a fish. Yeah, I lost the fish by the time. That's what I'm worried about if I catch a keeper. That was a tiny fish anyway, but I'm a little worried if I do this when I catch a keeper. I'm a little bit worried about that. I'll let it sink.